you said the United States has been asking Australia. What were they asking Australia for specifically?
Oh, well, I'm not going to go into the specifics of it. I mean, the thrust of their request and others has been fundamentally in respect of helping in the defence of the Gulf states. But as I say, the specific request that we have responded to is the request from the UAE. That is the request that we have worked through. That is the request that I've spoken to my counterpart in the UAE about. And that is the request that meets our strategic intent here, and that is to help provide for the defence of the UAE and the states of the Gulf. Firstly, they are countries which have been under sustained attack from Iran when they have not been protagonists themselves. But the other point to make here is that there are 24,000 Australians who live in the UAE. This is one of our largest expat populations in the world. And so, we are very much focused on the security of tens of thousands of Australians.
Does it make Australia a target?
Well, I mean, what we've got right now is a situation where the UAE has been under sustained attack by Iraq since the moment that this conflict began, in circumstances where the UAE has not been a protagonist themselves against Iran. We've got one of our largest expat populations in the world in harm's way, and we want to provide help to them.
Have you asked the Attorney General for advice on whether this US-Israeli war against Iran is legal?
Oh, well, obviously we work very closely across government.
Have you asked for that specific advice from the Attorney General?
Well, we work with the Attorney General, and it is the Attorney General's place to provide advice, but we're not about to go through that in public. But what I would make clear is...
Why couldn't you share with us whether or not the Attorney General determined whether this war was legal or not?
Well, it's for the Attorney General to speak, but what I really want to say is this. What Iran represented a risk to the world in terms of it acquiring a deployable nuclear weapon. The reason we support the United States in its actions against Iran is because this will prevent and is preventing Iran from being able to acquire that capability in flagrant violation of the Non-Proliferation Treaty. Now, ultimately, it is a matter in terms of the legalities of the war or the actions that are being engaged in by the United States and Israel for both of those countries to articulate that. But we are supporting that action because for Iran to acquire that capability would be a catastrophe for the world.